The fears I had about buying and selling our home were around three core things. One was time. Time was important for us. The second was I had a lot of hesitation about condescending and insincere agents, and I really struggled with that, both the quantity and the quality of them. And then the last part would be price. What do you think, Lisa?
Well, I was just worried about finding the right agent that would kind of go all the way with us. I was afraid that it was going to be a long process to sell our house. We'd been there 20 years. It took a ton of work to get it ready. And it just had a lot of anxiety about finding someone who was going to be on the same page with us and help us get it ready to sell, and then be there the whole time, holding our hands.
Yeah, we need a lot of hand-holding.
Yep.
Where we got lucky is we were looking at homes, and Alona just happened to be hosting a house that was open that day, and we went in and chatted with her for a little bit, and then just did more, quite frankly, an informal interview. Asked a lot of questions, got a feel for her style, how she interacted with other people, and that really set the foundation of the trust and integrity that we saw in Alona.
And what impressed me most early in meeting Alona was the house that we met her at was in this neighborhood and had a very nice view, but not the view we ended up with eventually, but we were real excited about it. And so Alona was helping us try to start the buying process, and it just wasn't going to work out. And I never at any point felt like she was upset or treated us any differently had we, gone the whole way with her with that house. Just no matter what she was feeling inside, she came across as friendly, helpful, and that was impressive, I thought.
What Alona does differently is she listens. She takes the time to ask a lot of questions, and she does it in a very personable way too. I don't feel like I'm being taken through a checklist. And she's very self-conscious about making sure she's not intruding too much into our personal time in our lives, and she does it in a sincere way. I'll also emphasize she's very timely. If we needed an answer or had a question and needed an answer quickly, she was always very responsive. Whether it was text, on the phone, a posting or email, she was always pretty much on the ball, and she definitely had a passion for helping us. I really felt like she really cared about what the result was for us, and it was something that we really wanted for ourselves.
We had worked with other agents in buying and selling homes, but Alona is unique in that she is very personal, and I literally would talk to an agent and I felt like they were looking past me, that something more interesting might be behind me or on the other side.
Good description.
Of me. And I never felt that way with Alona. When she's with you and working with you, you are the most important thing that day or at that moment. And she never made us feel otherwise through this whole process of selling our home and buying a new home.
We would choose or recommend Alona for any home sale or purchase. We would drag her across the country, and I know she's helped people internationally. And it comes back to the integrity that she brings into what she does and what she cares about, which is us. And she does it on a very timely basis. She knows how to operate at our speed, which quite frankly was quick, but with a lot of research that she would share. She would not hoard information. She was very transparent throughout the process. I never felt threatened that she was holding back information. So that integrity piece was invaluable, along with that piece of timeliness. And I thought she knew how to represent our interests, and quite frankly knew how to handle other agents that were slightly condescending or insincere and or obsequious. They really were overly flattering in an insincere way. And Alona shone so separately and so differently from all of those other agents because of that.
It comes down to just a few words for me, and that's her patience in going through, what could be a long process, her honesty, her sincerity, and then one thing I can't believe we didn't touch on in the previous questions is how hardworking she is.
Yeah, it's a great point.
She's, this beautiful woman, but one of the hardest working, roll up her sleeves. We had so many open houses, and never a complaint, never pushing us to not do something because it was, too much work for her. So she's probably one of the hardest working, outside of even real estate agents, anybody I've met.
In the world of high-tech, entertainment, and instant gratification, I choose to take things back to the basics. Basics where ethics supersede compensation, where a word is a promise, where integrity is the most valid asset, where we still shake hands.